Pee Wee Herman becomes a household name on this day. Welcome back to On This Day. Today's date is August 9th, 2023. It is the 221st day of the year. We got 144 days left. It's the 32nd Wednesday in the 32nd week and the 50th day of summer. There are 45 days left until fall. Today is National Book Lovers Day. Books are the purest form of escapism. They can take you to any time, any place, any culture. In honor of National Book Lovers Day on August 9th, we put away our smartphones, pull out a good book, and simply read. From clay tablets to ebooks, literature has played a crucial role in preserving culture, educating the masses, and storytelling. My mom used to read like a book every other day. I mean, she'd get like 3 or 4 in a week, it seemed like. She started off her morning every single morning my entire life with a cup of coffee and about 6 chapters. All right, let's see what else August 9th has given us. 1814, the American Indian War. The Creeks signed the Treaty of Fort Jackson, giving up huge parts of Alabama and Georgia, and then they got to move to Oklahoma. 1842, the Webster-Ashburton Treaty is signed, establishing the United States-Canada border east of the Rocky Mountains. 1877, the American Indian Wars, the Battle of Big Hole. A small band of Indians clash with the United States Army. 1892, Thomas Edison receives a patent for the two-way telegraph. 1936, the Summer Olympics, Jesse Owens wins his 4th gold medal at the Games. I'm not sure if this was the one, but obviously Hitler was in charge at the time in Germany. The games were actually held in Berlin, and Hitler saw this as his chance to show the world what true Aryans could accomplish. And Jesse Owens shows up and pretty much dominates. So during one of the races where Jesse Owens won a medal, Hitler was in the stands and he had to leave because it was raining. Everyone's all, it's not raining. He's all, the weather's turning bad. And they're all, this looks fine. He's all, it's starting to sprinkle. And everyone's like, no, it's not. And he left, said it was because of weather. Wouldn't go down and shake Jesse Owens' hand, which was the tradition at the time. Now, Jesse Owens did great, but we didn't win the Olympics, so to speak. Seen a lot of people have always thought that was just this dominant thing from the Americans. Well, we had some great times, and Jesse Owens was the highlight of the Olympics. But in the end, Germany was the one that came on top. They got 38 gold medals, 31 silver medals, and 32 bronze medals. Their total was 101, while the United States got 24 gold, 21 silver, and 12 bronze. Their total was 57 medals. In the end, Jesse Owens did win 4 gold medals. The closest to him was a German named Konrad Frey. He won 3 gold medals, 1 silver, and 2 bronze in gymnastics. So he did get more medals, but, not all of them were gold. Gold's what you're supposed to get, I guess. I don't know. 1944, the United States Forest Service and the Wartime Advertising Council released posters featuring Smokey Bear for the first time. 1969, the Tate LaBianca murders. Followers of Charles Manson murder pregnant actress Sharon Tate, wife of Roman Polanski, coffee heiress Abigail Folger, a Polish actor who I can't pronounce his name, here it is, and men's hairstylist Jay Sebring, and recent high school graduate Steve Parent. Now here's one of the interesting things that people don't know about. Everyone knows about Sharon Tate, Abigail Folger, and nobody ever talks about Steve Parent. Parent was a victim of murder that night. He was murdered at the home of actress Sharon Tate in Beverly Hills, California, along with all the people I already mentioned. He was not acquainted with any of the other victims, nor with any of the Manson family members. Parent was a friend of William Garrison, who was the caretaker of Polanski's residence and lived in a cottage behind the main residence. On the night of the murder, Parent had briefly visited Garrison and was leaving when he encountered the intruders entering the property. In July of 1969, Steve picked up then 19-year-old William Garrison hitchhiking in Beverly Hills. Parent gave Garrison a ride back to the Roman Polanski property. He thanked him as he got out and told him to stop by any time if he's in the area. Sadly, on Friday, August 8th, 1969, Parent was in the area and decided to stop by. He had a clock he wanted to see if Garrison wanted to buy it. They hung out for a while. Garrison didn't buy it. They had a couple beers. And around midnight, Steve Parent decided to go home. Steve got into his father's 1966 Nash Ambassador and backed into the split rail fence in the parking lot and drove down the driveway. As he was hitting the button to open up the gate, he heard someone say, "Halt!" And out of the bushes, a dark figure walked out, and it was Tex Watson. one of the Manson family members. He had a gun in one hand and a knife in the other, and Steve Parent said, "Please, don't kill me, I won't tell anyone." Ted Watson shot him 4 times. Parent's father was highly critical of the way his son's death was treated and stated that he was only told by phone of the murder of his son by Los Angeles detectives. He also criticized the manner in which the media focused on the more famous victims, while 1974, as a direct result of the Watergate scandal, Richard Nixon becomes the first president of the United States to resign from office. Vice President Gerald Ford becomes the president of the United States. 2014, Michael Brown, an 18-year-old African-American male in Ferguson, Missouri, is shot and killed by a Ferguson police officer after reportedly assaulting the officer and attempting to steal his weapon, sparking protests and unrest in the city. Movies released on August 9th, 1985, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Sadly, Pee Wee Herman, or Paul Rubin, passed away just last week. This movie made his character, Pee Wee Herman, a household name. It was a great movie. It was fun. It was quirky. It was kind of strange, but it was definitely entertaining. If you haven't seen the movie, Pee Wee Herman's bike gets stolen in broad daylight. He starts his journey across the United States in order to find out where his bike rode off to. He got some information that it was being stored in the basement of the Alamo. He travels all the way to Texas from California and gets there, and they tell him there's no basement at the Alamo. It is a great movie, and it's a lot of fun. Sadly, Paul Rubin had a rough time. He got caught in a theater he shouldn't have been in, doing something he shouldn't have been doing. And then, he just kind of faded from the limelight for a few years and started kind of coming back, I would say, but never up to his fame that he once had. Born on August 9th, 1963, Whitney Houston, R&B and pop performer who became the most awarded female singer in history for hits such as Hold Me, I Will Always Love You, I Want to Dance with Somebody, and she absolutely killed the national anthem at a Super Bowl one year. It was beautiful. Sadly, she died on February 11th, 2012 in Beverly Hills. 3 years later, sadly, her daughter passed away. She was destined to be a singer. She grew up in a musical family with cousin Dionne Warwick and her godmother, Aretha Franklin. Died on August 9th, 1995, Jerry Garcia, the guiding force of the Grateful Dead during their 30-year career, who was ranked as the 13th greatest guitar player of all time by Rolling Stone magazine. He lost 2/3 of his right middle finger in a wood chipper accident, and it gave him a unique style of guitar playing. Garcia was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame the year before his death. Garcia died in his room at a rehab clinic. The cause of death was a heart attack. Garcia had long struggled with drug addiction, weight problems, sleep apnea, heavy smoker, and diabetes, all of which contributed to his physical decline. All right, that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some information out of it. Now go out, have a great day, and be nice to each other.